Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome back to Slime Rancher. When I last left off, we got a new release and a whole new bunch of areas to explore, some new slimes to collect. It's just an all-around busy thing. And actually, apparently not even long after this was fully released, they got a new update to it. And we'll be talking about that, hopefully, as this goes on. But I kind of wanted to wander about here and kind of show a few things that I didn't show earlier. Now, obviously, I'm not dealing with these guys at the moment, for good reason. But there's a lot to explore now. There's a lot new things to see. I will eventually probably be wandering this place a little bit more later. Actually, no, I'm going to keep going because supposedly there's supposed to be a hunter gordo around here somewhere. And I think it's supposed to be around the place with the feral hunter gold slimy things over this direction. So I'm going to head over this way. But there's a lot to explore. There's a lot more to do here. Supposedly there is in fact an ending to this game, you know, doing with story mode and such. And there's supposed to be stuff like... Oh, hi. But there's supposed to be like there's supposed to be a way to capture Gordos now, or the Gordos. There's supposed to be a way where you can get a gold Gordo, strangely enough. There's something called a ginger of some kind. I forget what it's actually called. Gilded ginger, and that's supposed to help you, it's supposed to help you capture one of these gold Gordos. Sorry, I'm just kind of exploring, trying to figure out where everything is. And apparently the Gilded Ginger is very rare, so you have to go to a certain place in order to find it. Right now, I'm currently just kind of looking around here, trying to figure out where this Gordo could be. This looks promising. Never mind, it does not. It's gotta be on top of like a big mushroom, I think, or something like that. And there goes my pop filter. This thing does not want to stay up. But right now I'm trying to find that, but there's still plenty of stuff that I have to show you guys because, had a lot of craziness going on with this. I was doing a ton of exploring, doing a bunch of raising money and such, getting my ranch, you know, all built, and there he is. There's the hunter Gordo. I have 50 chickens, so let's see how this is gonna go. I might end up having to get 75, because usually it seems around 50 to 75 is the... Get out of here. 50 to 75 is the, you know, the best amount for this. And come on, get me up here. Come on. Come on, let me up. Will you guys just go away? I'm trying to do stuff here. Jeez. You guys are obnoxious. I'm trying to do something and you're not letting me. Alright, I'll go over here and heal a little bit, just because that was obnoxious. Jeez! Rude much? Wow. And there, okay. Now, if there are no more interruptions, can I please feed this giant freaking cat? Here. Get out of here, would ya? Jeez. Let's see, how is this gonna do? Nope, that wasn't enough. I think one of them actually stole my last one, so... Alright, there should be some chickens over this direction really quick. I can pick those guys up. There we go. Well, that worked. Ow, and I got a slime key. Perfect. There, go, be free, get your food and leave me alone. At least I got a slime key. And a box. There, cool. Didn't offer much in terms of what I needed, but hey, it works out. I got some goodies out of it. That's a plus. At the very least, I got a slime key because I always need a slime key. Slime keys are the best. That a box? No, I don't even know what that is. Oh well. Let's head back over to the ranch area because there's some things I need to show you. Well, actually, no, there's still something I need to show you in the actual jungle area, but I gotta get back the way I was first. So I kind of have to make a brief pit stop over to my ranch anyway, so I might as well do that. So, catch up to you when we get there. Actually, while I'm making my way, I might as well at least show you this thing too. There's a map now. Obviously, I gotta fill everything in, unfortunately. There's still a lot to do. I've only gotten this area unlocked, but that's a nice little thing too. It's like, where was that earlier? I'm so glad that's here. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get to what I really want to show you guys. Okay, now that I'm back here at the entrance, here, let me show you what I found. I mean, I already showed off this area here, right, with the different statues and the door and everything. I already unlocked it. Turns out I didn't need slime keys to do it. What I needed to do was grab plorts from each of these different slimes and put them in their corresponding statues. So the pink one was already naturally in there, so I had to get a honey, I had to get a rad, I had to get a phosphor, a rock, and a tabby. I think that was all of them, and a boom. Don't forget the boom. And that unlocks this place over here. This is what's called the Ancient Ruins. And it's a very complicated and weird place with a bunch of bizarre doors fluttering about and various puzzles that you had to solve in order to get through it very much. But it had some interesting things here. Like, for example, these guys, the quantum slimes, they're kind of unusual. They kind of fade in and out of existence. I have a few of them on my ranch, which I'll show later. But this is actually a really cool thing. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those guys because they like to fade in and out of existence and they almost seem to want to trick you into thinking like, oh, we're a different kind of area. Like, it almost looks like they teleport out of the corral when they don't. So, you gotta keep an eye on those little guys. But other than that, they're pretty cool, and their diet is fruit. But as you see, there's a bunch of traveling around here, and then you can see that there's a bunch of weird doors that you gotta unlock with these thingies. See, one door closes, another door opens. So, I'm gonna explore around there. Oh, also, these trees here. They produce something basically like some kind of a lemon-like fruit. And the only way you can actually get it is when there is lemons on the tree, you have to shoot out one of your actual fruits, like a different type of fruit, into the tree and it will produce the fruit. The phase lemon, I believe they're called. That's actually the quantum slime's favorite. So, whoa. There was an explosion over there. I don't know what happened there. Is it someone's birthday? Oh, it probably is somebody's birthday, so happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is today. That's not just the only thing to explore on here. It looks like I gotta activate something. Oh, and yeah, we got these thingies down here. The echoes. Oops. The basic thing of the echoes, they're not overtly used, so they're literally just for decoration. You can toss them around your ranch, and it's all pretty and it's sparkly. See, like that's literally all it is. It's just decoration. It's nothing special. Which I thought originally was going to be something for like the lab or something, but nope, they're just for decoration. But let me see if I can get over here and deal with these stupid tar monsters. Well, if there's no more interruptions, I'm going through here. But there's another part of this that I kind of wanted to show off. Not this area. There's another spot that I gotta worry about. Yeah, over here! I found it right away. I'm getting better with navigations and everything, but as I adjust my pop filter again... because for some reason it doesn't want to stay today. We go down here to this place. And this place is really kind of cool. Because there's some kind of portal here. And the way to activate this is you gotta get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quantum plorts from the quantum slimes. And it activates this portal here. And where does this portal take you, you may ask? Well, right now it's taking me to death, so I gotta be cautious, but this is the glass desert. It's a completely different area with completely different slimes. But you gotta watch out because random firestorms will appear and murder your ass. So you gotta be a little cautious here. But these firestorms are actually a good thing because if you're careful enough, it should spawn a certain slime. And there's one of our slimes, the dervish slimes. They're pretty neat. Their little thing is they like to create whirlwinds. Also, they're fruit-based. I have a few of those at the ranch as well. I'll show them off. But the firestorms here are actually good for producing... ah, there you are. A flame slime. Or a fire slime. And these guys are actually kind of neat too. They're kind of like the puddle slimes, obviously by design, but instead of putting them in water, you put them in the incinerator. You notice how, you know, when you are able to create your different layouts, you can actually create an incinerator, and you're like, well, that doesn't seem overtly useful. Turns out it actually is very useful because if you have the option, you create a trough, and the trough is where you get where you put the fire slimes, where they just produce fire plorts without any problems. So that's a neat little thing. But yeah, you also got the little dervish slimes wandering about. I'll grab another one of these fire slimes, because otherwise they'll just die instantly. The dervish slimes are kind of strange looking. They're like Saturn with the rings. It's freaky. And that's the way back. I don't want to go the way back yet. But there are some other slimes around here, and these things are actually important too. I will get to those once I get to a little further down. But this is the glass desert. This is also the only place where you're supposedly going to be able to get the gilded ginger, which you use to capture the gold plorts, or the gold gordos, in the recent update. So we got that. But there's a bunch of different other kind of stuff around here. I mean, we got your typical rocks and your pinks, naturally. But there's a bunch of other stuff around here. Don't jump down there, that's to death. But if we go here, we got these little oasis areas. Aren't these little neat things? But here, after you activate these, which I'll show you how you activate these, these little plants come in and they actually create they create a barrier for the firestorm so you don't get attacked. But also it creates these other type of slimes too. Like, where can I find them? Ah, there they are. The mosaic slimes. And I think these guys are probably one of my favorite designed slimes in the entirety of the game. Just because they're really pretty to look at for one, but they also create these little sparkly lights all over the place, so they'll just be cautious because they can also catch fire. But also a nice little thing is that this area prevents tars from forming, so that's an even better thing. So it's just like a little barrier to protect you from this stuff. But there is another type of slime here, and let me see if I can find one. Well, we got some renditions of them up here, but we got... well, you guys are combined with pinks, but you got the tangle slimes. And these guys are kind of interesting. They're like little plant-like creatures. They eat meat, strangely enough. And if you don't feed them enough, they actually can turn Bulbasaur on your ass and go Vine Whip on you. So it's kind of freaky. Oh, look, there's one of the things that activates a map. Hey, I activated the glass desert. Perfect. Excelente. But we got a slime key, so might as well go exploring this area first. Here we go. Oh, this place looks lovely. Alrighty. New territory, everybody. New territory. Whee! Oh yeah, I still gotta activate those, don't I? But yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of different places where you gotta put some plorts into statues, and that should help activate some things. Like here, you gotta put a mosaic one in that one. So I'll get to that in a minute. But I kinda just want to explore everything. Get the lay of the land a little bit. And there's a treasure pod down there. But we'll be talking about treasure pods a little later. For now, I'm just exploring and trying to get a feel of what everything is. Because there is so much to do, so much to see, and I still have to figure out how to actually reach actual proper end game. Because there is apparently an ending to this game, and we don't know, and I don't know what it is yet. Oh, also you got these things, the painted hens. They're strange looking too, aren't they? But yeah, this place definitely has a lot to explore, a lot to offer. Definitely an unusual circumstance. Very dangerous too, so you gotta be cautious, but for the most part, it's just exploring and figuring things out. Oh hey, another little message from Hobson. Must have been one heck of a scorcher that caused these glass formations. They always look like flames to me, like a great firestorm covered this land before being frozen in time. Then again, maybe these are flames burning away, but at a pace can't even perceive. Or we can't even perceive. Perhaps this desert has two different types overlapping one another, and here we are stuck in the middle of it. Wouldn't that just be wild? Wouldn't that just be? Alright, so let's just keep exploring. See if I can reach this spot over here. Yeah, reached it. Hey guys, how you doing? Having fun? That's good. Don't mind me. Just exploring and figuring things out. Oh hey, another spot here. Quite a sight to gaze upon the sand sea out there, no? I've scoured every corner of the desert, and everywhere I look, that sand sea stretches to the horizon. Makes you wonder just where the heck on the far, far range you are when the slime sea is nowhere to be found. Good question. Very good question indeed. Ooh, a box. Okay, nothing I really want. You can have the parsnip. I don't care about the parsnip. I can grow some on the ranch. Wow. This place is so cool, though. Look at this place. So much exploration to be made. Like, we haven't even probably scratched the surface of everything here. Hey, what's that? That looks like a giant-ass door. Two doors, Beatrix. Life is filled with moments where there's two doors and you can only choose one. I came to the far, far range because a search for the unknown is in my bones. And time even 1,000 light years away from Earth wasn't enough. So I searched for secrets within the ancient ruins that led me here. This place was my ticket to go even further. So I can only choose one door, huh? The ruins are actually great engines that allow for travel through space and maybe even in time. After years of study, I knew how to activate them, and I alone would be the first to cross over into the true beyond. It was the ultimate adventure. But then there's that other door. I met Thora and fell in love. What are the chances of that? She had a piece of my heart, and the universe had the other. Two doors, Beatrix. So, what's the difference? I mean, literally, it looks like it's just the same thing. What is this place? I chose my door. I went back to the ranch and promptly sold it. I packed my things and took a tour of this beautiful land one last time, leaving these little notes for you. It was time I said goodbye to the life I had. My hands and feet tingle as I approach this monolithic warp terminal. What lay ahead of me was an adventure unlike anything I'd ever known in my life. I stepped onto the platform, my heart racing. But I didn't go. I had packed for a new adventure, but it wasn't going to be beyond space and time, so I said hello goodbye to what could have been and headed to Thor's ranch. I'm looking forward to hearing the sound of those wind chimes. I've never been in love before, never known anything like it. It's time I got to knowing what all the fuss is about. So good luck to you, Beatrix. Always remember to use your head, but let your heart do the thinking every now and again. It might surprise you. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so that's what's on this side of the door. What's on the other door? Now I'm curious. What's on the other side? Looks like it's the same door. Yeah, it looks like it's just the same exact door. But then... what's all this? I feel like there's more to it than what we're seeing here. I'm very curious and very confused all at once. There's probably more that I'm not seeing, but that's interesting to find. That is very interesting to find indeed. Oh, hey you, what are you doing? Still doesn't quite explain that up there. But, meh. I don't know. Do you understand it, little pink slime? I don't. That's really interesting. So at least we know what happened to him at the end of this. Sort of. He basically just decided to go back home with the woman he loved. Good for him. Good for him.